So we're all going to start with a hose bib that's on every house. You can pump up the hose and the water lines, of hot and cold lines with water, but you're only going to get about 50 to 60 pounds of pressure. In order to get the 80 to 100 required, we're going to have a mechanism. So that's what I'm going to show you how to build from standard parts from your Lowe's or your Home Depot. You start with this connection here, which has the rubber gasket. It's a PVC connection with a rubber gasket that seals everything together. Now we're going to have to reduce it down from 1/2 inch to 3/8 because the T that I have happens to be a 3/8 inch T. Make sure you're putting Teflon tape on all these connections. I'm just doing a demonstration here, but the Teflon tape would go on your threads and would seal everything up. I had to buy some brass because they didn't have the right fitting. It's about 3 times expensive as galvanized for brass, but you have to do what you have to do. And then we go from the 3/8 down to the 1/4 inch, which is our valve. And this is a valve that you can find at any place that sells pumps. These are used for your pressure switch on your pump. This one goes up to 200. Just make sure you get one that's at least 100 pounds. Now we need to have a way to connect up the air to this mechanism. And we'll do that with a 3/8 nipple. Hold it up here where you guys can see it. Again, we're putting Teflon tape on everything. And we have to go, because I ended up with a valve that was a 1/2 inch, I have to get a reducer to make it go from 3/8 to a 1/2 inch connection. So this is the valve going onto it here. And then we connect up the part that goes to your compressor. This is a standard hose connection for a compressor. This would be like your nail gun or any device that you're using air with. So this will snap right onto your connection to your compressor. So you pump up your compressor with 100 pounds of pressure. You connect up your hose here, and now you've got water in your system. The valve is turned off, and we're going to pressurize everything by opening this valve right here. Turn the compressor on, open the valve, and now everything is pressurized. You'll see the gauge go up to 100 pounds. And then you open this valve, which will allow the air to go into your water lines. And the reason why we put water in first, water doesn't compress like air. So you fill it up with water, and then the air doesn't take as much air to build up to the 100 pounds of pressure, 80 to 100 that you're trying to get. Now when you're finished with this, you're ready to do your inspection. Turn this valve off right here, disconnect your hose, and you're holding 100 pounds of pressure. Your inspector calls, you do your inspection. First thing he's going to want to see is this 100 pounds. Then he goes around and does the plumbing rough. It takes about 10 minutes, comes back, and he sees, oh, it's still holding 100 pounds. You got that? Still holding 100 pounds. That's what he's wanting to see. Now to make sure that this does work, in other words, it's not stuck on 100 pounds, he's going to ask you to let off some of the pressure. So make sure, this might shoot out some water, so make sure you're not facing toward yourself with that. And then just open this valve. Let me turn it around so you can see it. Open this valve a little bit, and you'll see the meter go down. All he wants to do is see the meter move, and you're good. You can turn it back off, and you're finished with your rough plumbing inspection. So this is Robin Butler again with NOAH. I hope this helps you with your rough plumbing inspection for a NOAH certified. Some water.